Eric Harley here for the Midnight Trucking Radio Network. We are at Mid-America 2010, and I am joined by my friends from Shell Rotella. First up, Dave Waterman. Dave, how are you?
Doing good, Eric. It's good to be back with you.
Good to see you. And also Mark Reed is here. Mark, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Hey, we appreciate you guys stopping by. Let's talk about, first of all, something that's kicking off here at the Mid-America Show. We'll talk about the Shell Rotella Road Show. The 2010 tour begins here, Dave.
That's right. It's front and center in the exhibit hall here out in the parking lot, and it's a rolling billboard for our Shell portfolio, the T5, T6, and our triple protection.
Yeah. And, of course, drivers can experience this here at stops like this, but throughout the tour, throughout the year of 2010. In fact, this is going to go all the way to November, is it not?
Correct. It's like I said, it starts out here in Mats, and we give the owner-operators a chance to get a little hands-on with our technology,
right,
and to see what they can expect out of the Shell Rotella products.
Right, and this is pretty important. You want to make sure that you really take the time to experience this, because there's so much going on today, and with equipment and everything else. You really want to take your time, walk through this, make sure that when it comes to the road show, you're getting intimate again with the equipment. Getting knowing what's going on inside your engine is key, I think, these days.
No, absolutely. And as I mentioned, it really was put in place for the owner-operators to get a better understanding of motor oil and the technology that goes behind it. So many people think oil is just oil, but there really is technology to it.
Yeah.
And we've put it together. It's quite an investment on our part, but we feel it's worthwhile because we put it out in the marketplace, starting here in Mats. But you can go to the Rotella.com site and you can see what the schedule is. It could be at a dealer or an independent shop in your neighborhood any time of the year. So really it's important that they go up to our website and find out where it's coming next.
Yeah. Mark, let's talk about, Dave mentioned the T5 synthetic blend, the T6 full synthetic, and the line of products that the drivers can learn about there at the Shell Rotella Road Show throughout the year. But let's talk a little more about the T5, first of all, the synthetic blend. Tell us about this.
Yeah, the T5 synthetic blend, what we did, just to back up a second, we relaunched the complete Rotella line starting last October. It's called our Ladder of Energized Protection. So we have created a hierarchy from our triple protection to T5 and T6. So the T5 product is our new synthetic blend, which we're very proud of. It's a new global formulation. The interesting thing, it's a 10W30 grade versus a 1540.
Interesting.
It's also available in a 1040, but the 10W30, we did an on-road test with it with medium-duty trucks, and we proved 1.6% better fuel economy by using the 1030 synthetic blend technology product.
Right.
This product does not increase engine wear, and that's the biggest myth that's in the market, that 95% of the market is 1540 today. But as fuel economy issues and emissions issues emerge, some of the lighter VIS grades you're going to see a lot more, things like 530s, 1030s.
Yeah.
So the 1030 we've proven does not increase your engine wear. It is also extended drain capable using oil analysis. So it can reduce your maintenance costs overall, give you better fuel economy, and top-tier engine protection like a 15W40.
And then moving on to the full synthetic, the T6,
Right.
what benefits are we seeing here?
So the T6 is a 5W40 grade, so you get better low and high temperature properties in a synthetic product. The 5 flows extremely well on startup, and when you get into high engine operating temperatures, when you get into the south and the summer, the 40 weight kicks in and gives the viscosity protection in the hard-working parts of the engine.
Right. This is really interesting that we've seen so many changes with the engines, what's going on under the hood, going back to October of 2002 with the introduction of EGR in the Class 8 market, and then, of course, all the different engine specs we've had since then, and here we are in 2010, of course, with SCR and still EGR at use here. What do drivers need to know, those drivers that are using any of those engines, or maybe even some of the older engines that are still on the road, when it comes to T5 or T6?
Well, the interesting thing is that CJ4 oils are the norm today. There is still some CI4 oil out there.
Yeah.
We've made a conscious decision. We're the first in the market to move to a complete CJ4 portfolio, because we feel the technology is better even for older engines that may have required a CI product. The CJ4 gives lower emissions, and in the grades of 540 and 1030 will drive better fuel economy as well. It's also compatible with all the SCR technology. So even though CJ4 oils were developed for 07, the new 2010 engines, the CJ4 was so good, there's not a new oil category for the 2010 engines. So the CJ4 in our flagship Rotella T triple protection, we now have proven over 50 million miles of on-road testing. And that particular product reduces engine wear up to 22% in iron wear, which is a key wear metal in today's engines. So the new technology with SCR, the CJ4 oils are completely compatible, and that's the proper oil that we recommend. We don't see anything on the horizon as far as the next new spec. What you will see is lower viscosity. The OEMs are driving to lower viscosity oils because they want to increase fuel economy, reduce engine wear at the same time, and reduce emissions.
Let's talk about the Road Tested Challenge and what Shell Rotella is doing here. Fill us in here.
So we're really happy. We're launching actually at the MAT show our Road Tested Challenge, the Rotella Road Tested Challenge. And what it is, we want to hear from the drivers out there on the toughest roads that they drive and how they feel that, from a safety aspect, and how they feel obviously Rotella helps protect their engines the best on these tough roads.
Right.
There's a great prize that is a VIP trip to a Charlotte race, a NASCAR race in the fall. And it's a complete Richard Childress Racing VIP experience. So you'll be on the pit box. Like, you can't buy this kind of a trip yourself. It's a really once-in-a-lifetime experience. And there's several different prizes throughout the contest, running from April through August. And the winner will be announced in September Driver Appreciation Week.
Shell has been, of course, over the years, has gone all over the world to put their products to the test. I think of the road train videos from Australia, and then all over the world to make sure that they are going to meet all demands on the extremes here. So what is different here about the Road Tested Challenge? You feel like you're just getting more maybe intimate information with the driver?
Yes, we're trying to really engage our customers. Anytime a customer can talk to us about the products they're using from us and tell us about some of the challenges they face, helps us to look at how can we develop new products. They may report something we haven't seen before.
Right.
So it's always good to have a two-way conversation with our customer.
Yeah.
And the Road Tested Challenge hopefully will prove out that there are, and I suspect we'll see some commonality in certain roads out there, so we're looking to see some interesting things. Another aspect that we want to involve in this is a safety aspect. So if we see certain roads reoccurring and there could be some safety issues, hopefully we can do different things to address that, bring attention to that. And it's all about the maintenance of the engine and using Rotella products, really, and getting the best protection not only for your engine, but looking after yourself as a driver. Okay,
and so at shows like this, obviously, they can get in touch with you guys about the Road Tested Challenge. But if they don't make the shows like Mid-America, where can they go?
They can go to Rotella.com, and all the information is on the site.
Yeah.